It's a mysterious, paralyzing illness now affecting more than 100 children in 34 states. Today on Delmarva Life, we take a closer look at acute flaccid myelitis. Learn what it is, the symptoms, and where it falls when it comes to a parent's level of concern. Plus, find out why you, the adult, may still be at risk of another childhood disease regardless of whether you were vaccinated.
Another vaccine adding doubt to the saying one size fits all is Gardasil. Coming up, we show you the complications some women have experienced, but why it still may be your best defense against cervical cancer.
Another good thing for your health, a wet nose, a furry body, and a wagging tail. But how do those mix with your morning cup of coffee? It's a craze that's catching on, giving a whole new meaning to the phrase, crazy cat lady.
And if bucking bulls are more your speed, well, we've got you covered there too. Coming up, I'll take you behind the scenes of the Lone Star Rodeo Bulls, Broncs, and Barrels Tour. Rodeo is coming to town this weekend.
And what would the start to your weekend be without a little bit of local entertainment? Today, Gypsy Collective takes the Delmarva Life stage with a couple of their originals. Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
And I'm Sean Stryker. Welcome to Delmarva Life from historic Studio D.
And I want to thank you for filling in for Jimmy
My
again.
pleasure.
He's under the weather. Hopefully he's getting lots of rest, drinking lots of fluids, and we'll be back at it on Monday.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, tax season is here, so we need to be on the lookout for scams. U.S. Senator Chris Coons joined the Treasury Department's Inspector General yesterday to urge citizens to watch out for people calling them claiming to represent the IRS. Have you heard about this?
It happens every year.
It happens every year. He says the scammers tell intended victims they owe taxes and tells them they have to pay using a prepaid debit card or a wire transfer. And the scammers threaten those who refuse to pay with immediate arrest, deportation, or loss of a business or driver's license. It's all very sad. Now, if you get a call from someone claiming to be with the IRS asking for a payment, hang up and call the IRS at this number, 1-800-829-1040. You can also fill out an IRS impersonation scam form online, and if you'd like to get to that form, go to our website, wboc.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page.
Well, taxes are bad enough, let alone having to deal with scammers on top of it.
Yeah. Well, hey, in his State of the State address yesterday, Delaware Governor Jack Markell proposed a new program to honor the late Matt Haley. Governor Markell wants to expand the culinary arts program at James T. Vaughn Correctional Center and name it after the late restaurateur and philanthropist. You may remember Haley credited his culinary training in prison with turning his life around. Now, Markell said the Matt Haley Culinary Arts Program would be a reminder that everyone has something to contribute when given the chance. Haley, of course, lost his life in August in a motorcycle accident in India where he was on a humanitarian mission. Of course, Haley, we loved having him on the show here on Delmarva Life.
And his restaurants are still bringing joy to everybody on Delmarva.
They sure are. His legacy lives on.
Well, the Atlantic Hotel in Berlin is getting ready to celebrate a major milestone. This historic hotel turns 120 years old this month. To celebrate, the hotel is hosting a fundraiser to benefit Cool Berlin. Tapas and wine will be provided from 4 different countries: France, Spain, Italy, and Germany. Now, it's Friday, January 30th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Tickets are $35 and are available at the front desk.
Hey, I know you've seen this because you live in this area, but if you've driven by Chesapeake Shipbuilders lately, you've probably seen their latest creation. Take a look at this. It's a 5-story paddle boat. Isn't that majestic? It's scheduled to leave for Mississippi in a few weeks. Now, the overnight passenger mini cruise ship holds 150 people, and according to the Salisbury Independent, the vessel was purchased by American Cruise Line based in Connecticut. That company already has 6 boats in the country, and 5 of them built in Salisbury.
I can see it right out my window every morning. I can watch them. It's been amazing how quick it's come together.
Yeah.
Really neat. Well, a boat like that brings to mind jazz music. In celebration of African American History Month, the Eric Bird Jazz Trio will perform Manhattan-style jazz, blues, and New Orleans Mardi Gras music, including a popular set titled Fat Tuesday. The concert is Tuesday, February 10th at 6 p.m. at the Warwick Community College in Salisbury. For more information, call 410 334-2891.
Everyone was talking about it yesterday. NASCAR champion Jeff Gordon calling it quits, at least from full-time racing. The 43-year-old says this upcoming season will be his last. He was careful not to use the word retirement. He says, quote, "There is always a possibility I'll compete in selected events, although I currently have no plans to do that." Gordon won 4 times in 2014. He is in 3rd place for total career NASCAR victories, and he's been racing since '92 in the circuit.
Now, I don't really follow NASCAR, but I know the name Jeff Gordon.
I think everybody does. Well, so we can agree on something here. Cats are pretty cute. Babies are cute. But put the two together, it is
overload.
just too much to handle. Okay, just stop what you're doing and take a look at it. Isn't that adorable? I can't handle it.
Mouth going. Cat's giving him a kiss. And look at this. How about this as a babysitter?
Aww.
Keeping him entertained.
Adorable. Well, today on Delmarva Life, even if you don't have a cat of your own, there is a way to get those kitty cuddles. It's called a cat cafe. Still ahead, we hear about a place where you can enjoy your morning cup of joe and spend some time with the felines.
Maybe you are looking for a new cat or dog of your very own. Still ahead, we introduce you to some cuties who are up for adoption right here on Delmarva.
And we all want to protect our little fur babies, but what about protecting our teenage babies from health scares? Still ahead, we learn all about cervical cancer, treatments, screenings, vaccinations, and more.
Well, one young woman says she learned her lesson the hard way when it comes to vaccinations. A little later on, we hear the story of one young woman who says she is now paralyzed after a vaccine meant to prevent the virus that causes cervical cancer.
And a 2-year-old boy was paralyzed by a mystery illness. Right after the break, we hear what his parents are saying and where they plan to go from here. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.